As a doctor who has dedicated my life to understanding the human brain, there are few things that shock me anymore. I've seen the devastating aftermath of strokes, the slow decline of dementia, and the silent damage that accumulates over decades. But what I'm about to share with you today is something that truly alarms me. Because it involves something millions of people, especially those over 50, are taking every single day, believing it's good for them. It's a common vitamin. A vitamin often recommended for bone health and general well-being. But a growing body of shocking research, including evidence I've seen in my own practice, is revealing a dark side. A specific form of this vitamin, when taken incorrectly, may not just be unhelpful. It could be actively increasing your risk of a stroke, potentially overnight. We're not talking about a small risk. We're talking about a mechanism that can cause your arteries to stiffen and calcify, creating the perfect conditions for a catastrophic brain event. In the next 15 minutes, I will break down exactly which vitamin this is, the critical difference between its safe and dangerous forms, and how you can protect yourself, starting today. This is not fear-mongering. This is a crucial public health warning that every senior needs to hear. Please, stay with me. Your brain health could depend on it. The vitamin I'm talking about is vitamin K. Now, I can already hear you thinking, wait a minute, doctor. Isn't vitamin K essential? Doesn't it help with blood clotting? And you are absolutely right. It does. For decades, that's almost all we focused on. But what we've discovered is that vitamin K isn't just one thing. It's a family of vitamins, and the two most important members for our health are vitamin K1 and vitamin K2. Vitamin K1 is found primarily in leafy green vegetables like kale and spinach. Its main job is, indeed, activating the clotting factors in your liver. It prevents you from bleeding excessively. Very important. But vitamin K2 has a completely different, and arguably more critical, job for long-term health, especially for your brain and cardiovascular system. Think of vitamin K2 as a traffic cop for calcium in your body. When you consume calcium, from dairy, supplements, or fortified foods, its job isn't done once it enters your bloodstream. That calcium needs to be directed to the right places, your bones and teeth, and kept out of the wrong places, your arteries and soft tissues. Without an effective traffic cop, that calcium can get deposited on the walls of your blood vessels. This process is called arterial calcification. It's like rust forming inside a pipe. Your arteries, which should be flexible and elastic, become stiff, hard, and narrow. This is a disaster for your brain. Stiff, calcified arteries are a primary driver of high blood pressure. And high blood pressure is the single biggest risk factor for having a stroke. Furthermore, these calcified plaques can become unstable, break off, and travel to the brain, causing a blockage, an ischemic stroke. This isn't a theory. It's a documented physiological process. And the key to preventing it lies with vitamin K2. So, where does the danger lie? It lies in a massive, widespread nutritional imbalance. Our modern diet provides a decent amount of vitamin K1 from vegetables. But it is profoundly, dangerously deficient in vitamin K2. Here's the problem. Many people, especially seniors concerned about osteoporosis, are told to take high doses of two supplements: calcium and vitamin D. Vitamin D is crucial because it helps you absorb calcium from your gut into your bloodstream. But look what's happening. We are flooding the bloodstream with calcium, but we are not providing the traffic cop, vitamin K2, to tell that calcium where to go. So you have all this free-floating calcium with no instructions. Where does it end up? In your arteries, in your heart valves, and in the delicate blood vessels that feed your brain. Taking high-dose calcium and vitamin D without ensuring you have adequate vitamin K2 is, in my professional opinion, one of the most dangerous health gambles a person over 60 can take. You are literally providing the raw material for arterial calcification. This is how a supplement regimen designed to help your bones can end up hardening your arteries and raising your stroke risk. The studies are clear. The Rotterdam study, a massive, long-term study, found that people with the highest intake of vitamin K2 were 57% less likely to die from heart disease and had significantly less arterial calcification. That's not a small number. That is a life-changing difference. Okay, so how do we fix this? How do we ensure we get enough of this protective, traffic cop, vitamin? First, let's talk about food. The best food sources of vitamin K2 are not the same as K1. K2 is produced by bacteria, so it's found in fermented foods and animal products where animals have eaten K1-rich grass. The absolute number one source is a traditional Japanese fermented soybean dish called natto. It has an incredibly high concentration of K2. However, I'll be the first to admit, its taste and texture are an acquired preference. More accessible sources include hard cheeses, like Gouda and Brie. Egg yolks, especially from pasture-raised chickens. Dark chicken meat and liver. Sauerkraut. However, due to modern farming practices, the K2 content in many of these foods has dropped. It can be very difficult to get the optimal therapeutic amount from diet alone. This is where supplementation becomes critical, but you must do it correctly. When you look for a vitamin K2 supplement, you will see two main forms, MK4 and MK7. MK4 is a form of K2, but it has a very short half-life in the body. You have to take it multiple times a day to maintain stable levels. MK7 is the form I recommend to my patients. It is more bioactive and stays in your body for much longer, over 72 hours. This means a single daily dose provides steady, consistent protection. Look for a supplement that provides vitamin K2 as MK7. A typical dose is between 90 to 120 micrograms, mcg, per day. And ideally, you want a supplement that combines it with the vitamin that puts calcium into your blood in the first place, vitamin D3. The perfect synergy is a D3 plus K2, as MK7, supplement. This ensures that the calcium vitamin D helps you absorb is immediately directed to your bones and away from your arteries. So let's put this all together into a simple, actionable protocol to protect your brain. Step 1. Assess your calcium intake. Don't just blindly take high-dose calcium supplements. Get most of your calcium from whole foods like dairy, leafy greens, and sardines. If your doctor insists on a supplement, do not take it without the next step. Step 2. Prioritize vitamin K2. This is the non-negotiable step. Whether from food or a supplement, ensure you are getting adequate K2 every single day. The easiest and most reliable way for most people is a D3, K2 combo supplement, specifically with K2 in the MK7 form. Step 3. Don't forget magnesium. Magnesium is another crucial player. It helps with both vitamin D and calcium metabolism. It helps keep your blood vessels relaxed. Think of K2 as the traffic cop and magnesium as the road maintenance crew. They work together. Good sources are nuts, seeds, and dark chocolate. Step 4. Consult your doctor. This is critical. If you are on blood-thinning medication like warfarin, Coumadin, you must speak with your doctor before supplementing with vitamin K, as it can interfere with your medication. Do not make this change on your own. This isn't just about preventing a stroke. When you improve blood flow to the brain, every aspect of your cognitive function can improve. Your memory, your focus, your mental energy. You are protecting your brain for the long haul. The information I've shared today might be unsettling, especially if you've been taking these supplements for years with the best of intentions. But my goal is not to cause fear. My goal is to empower you with the correct, most up-to-date knowledge so you can make the safest choices for your health. The human body is a complex system. Nutrition is nuanced. The old advice of, just take calcium for your bones, is outdated and, as we now know, potentially dangerous if done in isolation. The connection between vitamin K2 deficiency, arterial calcification, and stroke risk is one of the most important public health discoveries of the last 20 years. Please, take it seriously. If you found this information valuable and believe it could help someone you know, share this video. And please, hit that like button. It helps this crucial information get past the YouTube algorithm and reach more seniors who need to hear it. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell, because my mission is to continue bringing you science-backed, actionable advice to protect your most valuable asset, your brain. Please, leave a comment below. Were you aware of the difference between K1 and K2? Let's discuss this together as a community. Thank you for your time and your attention. Be well, and be smart about your health.